In the world of professional cycling, Tadej Pogačar is often seen as the golden boy, the prodigy who can do no wrong. After a series of pretty decent performances early on this season, the expectations were sky high for him at the 2025 Amstel Gold Race. However, in a race that seemed tailor-made for his strengths, he managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, offering fans a rare glimpse into his human side. The Early Gambit. This race began with the usual fanfare, but things took a dramatic turn when Pogačar launched a solo attack with 50 kilometers to go. It was a move that left commentators and fans scratching their heads. Was it brilliance or bravado? Pogačar later reflected, quote, "Maybe we were too enthusiastic." Indeed, enthusiasm is commendable, but in a race as grueling as Amstel Gold, timing is everything. The chase and the catch. As Pogačar pedalled furiously ahead, the peloton led by Remco Evenepoel and Matias began their pursuit. The headwinds were relentless, and Pogačar's early efforts started to take their toll. With just 8 kilometers remaining, the chasers caught up, setting the stage for a nail-biting finish. Pogačar admitted, quote, "I decided to try and wait and beat them in the sprint, but it was gambling." The final sprint. In the final meters, it was a three-man showdown. Evenepoel initiated the sprint, Pogačar responded, but it was Matias who had the final say. In a photo finish, the Danish rider edged out Pogačar, leaving the Slovenian star to just cry. Quote, "The line was 5 meters too far." It was a humbling moment for Pogačar, a reminder that even the greats can miscalculate. Matias's triumph. Matias's victory was more than just a career milestone. It was a deeply personal achievement. Riding in memory of his recently deceased grandfather, he displayed technical perfection and emotional resilience. Quote, "I really didn't believe it," he confessed, highlighting the unexpected nature of his win. Lessons learned. For Pogačar, the race served as a learning experience. His early attack, which was bold, but it may have been premature. The decision to rely on a sprint finish against fresher competitors proved costly. Yet in defeat, Pogačar showed grace and sportsmanship as expected, congratulating Matias and acknowledging his own missteps. Conclusion. The 2025 Amstel Gold Race will be remembered not just for its thrilling finish, but for the lessons it imparted. Tadej Pogačar, the favourite, reminded us that even a champion have their off days. Oh, and Matias, his victory just shows the power of determination and strategy. In the end, it was a race that celebrated the unpredictable beauty of cycling and was in memory of Matias's grandfather. A grandfather's influence. A touch of legacy and determination. For Matias, cycling was always more than just a sport. It was a family affair. His grandfather had been one of his greatest supporters, not only offering wisdom and encouragement, but also embodying the quiet work ethic that runs in the blood of many cyclists. When you grow up with someone who's constantly reminding you that, quote, "hard work always pays off," you tend to internalize that message. And Matias did just that. His grandfather's passing wasn't just a personal loss, it was a jolt that sent a wave of determination through him. How did this influence him? Well, the answer became apparent in the final moments of the Amstel Gold Race, when Matias put on one of the most gutsy performances we've seen in recent memory. He wasn't just racing for himself, he was racing for his grandfather, challenging every ounce of his legacy into his pedals. And that's what made his victory so remarkable. It wasn't about the tactics or the numbers on a power meter, it was about something that's impossible to measure: heart. But the connection to his grandfather goes beyond just motivation. It's about family tradition. Matias didn't just enter cycling on a whim. His lineage has been deep-rooted in the sport, with relatives who had ridden and raced before him. So when Matias found himself in that final sprint in Amstel against Pogačar, he wasn't just racing a competitor, he was racing with a sense of history and legacy on his shoulders. That's a lot of weight to carry, but clearly Matias was more than up for the challenge. The Amstel Gold victory, a perfect storm. Now let's talk about the actual race. The 2025 Amstel Gold race will be remembered for many reasons, but Matias' surprising victory will likely top the list. He was in the right place at the right time. We covered Pogačar's perspective and also went over how he reacted. Make no mistake, he still had to fight for that loss, and he tried really hard. Matias had his grandfather's memory propelling him forward. He outsprinted the likes of Tadej and others who were supposed to be heavyweights in this race. It wasn't just the sprint that made Matias win special, it was the way that he handled the pressure. As Pogačar and his rivals fought to catch him, Matias stayed cool, calm and collected. When asked after about his sprint, Matias' humble reaction was enough to make us all take a step back. Quote, "I really didn't believe it," he admitted. And why should he? After all, the odds were stacked against him. But he did it, and he did it with a sense of history, legacy, and sheer willpower that few can match. Matias, the underdog with heart. So what's next for him? After his emotional and shocking win at the 2025 Amstel Gold Race, it's clear that this guy isn't just here to fill the ranks of the peloton. No. He's here to make waves and prove that with the right mindset and some family-driven fire, even the underdogs can rise to the top, beating big names. And honestly, there's something beautiful about that. His story isn't just about bike racing, it's about a legacy, and proving that no amount of odds can keep you from achieving greatness. So, as we look ahead to his future races, including the Tour de France, don't be surprised if Matias continues to defy expectations. After all, when a rider has the heart to race for something greater than themselves, anything is possible. And that, folks, is the magic of cycling. I personally think that Matias is going to do pretty well in the future, which is why I've made a point to track his progress and keep an eye on his social media in the future. Subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up to date with Matias' progress, as I'll be doing that. Good luck to all the riders who will be racing this weekend coming up. It's going to be good, but I'll tell you one thing, if you're not subscribed to this channel, what the hell are you doing? There is no other running channel or cycling channel on YouTube that covers sports like I do, so please consider subscribing as I post all of the latest cycling news, cycling drama and cycling race results. Also, leave a like on today's video to show your support for the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one.